Yeah, Dope Man Nikes. Dope Man Nikes. I remember I had a pair of Etonics, bro.
I had the Matumbos, man.
Yeah,
The
the
dummy working
Matumbo.
pumps. Yes, in middle school. And had the fila boots. I got a pair of fila boots right now in the house.
See, man, I was
Swear to God, I
struggling,
got some
bro.
fila boots
I had a
right
pair
now.
of red Etonics, but they made me get them a size too big because my feet kept growing. So I'm walking around in 7th grade with a size 13 Etonic shoe, bro. You know, when them shoes be too big, they slide to the side. Oh, this is the formula for a robber. When you make me when you make me wear these Etonics like this,
You gotta go get some money, huh?
I got to. I ain't got no choice, bro.
Nigga Joan, you talking shit back then.
Hey man,
Back then it didn't matter. You get Joan by anybody.
hey man, for real,
It don't
for real,
matter back then.
for real, for real.
You wore to school, they on your ass.
What is one of your strongest memories from Sequoia Middle School?
Mr. Rubino.
I remember Mr. Rubino was a baseball coach, bro.
No, he was the English teacher.
It was two on. Mr. Rubino is the one who used to dress up,
with the glasses.
short.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Talking
yeah,
shit in the classroom.
yeah. He was like
I remember him.
a science teacher or a math teacher or something.
I don't know, he was some kind of teacher, but I remember Mr. Rubino. Pretty cool dude. He get on you though. You know what I mean? He one of those.
Yeah.
But he was.
That man cut me from the baseball team in 8th grade.
And I always met him, Mr. Lockwood.
Yeah, Mr. Lockwood, bro. You know, I had caught up with Mr. Lockwood. We had did a interview on the radio.
I did some work at his house. Put all that stone.
That's what's
one of
up.
his houses did some work.
Yeah, he got a house over in Decatur. I delivered a moonwalk to him, bro.
Mm-hmm. Small world.
It is for real, for real.
Yeah.
Let me see. Sequoia. Did you play football at Sequoia?
Yeah, and then I stopped.
Why you stopped?
I got in the streets, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 12. I was out there about 12.
What was your first introduction to the streets, if you can speak on it?
Well, I grew up on Plaster Road. So I be around.
That's a t-shirt right there. I grew up on Plaster Road.
I grew up.
Hey man, hold on. Let me put a pause in because I'm from Decatur. Like I'm Keller Road.
Right.
But I got people on Beaver Highway. Like my daddy lived on Beaver Highway.
Right.
So I was special, meaning that I could M to M out there. And if I wanted to stay on Beaver Highway and get off into some, some hacienda type shit, I just stay out there for the weekend.
Right.
So my homeboys in Decatur like, bro, where you been? I'm like, bro, I've been out on Beaver Highway. Beaver Highway? You talking about with the Mexicans? Man, let me explain something to you, man. You don't even you have no idea, bro.
It was fun, man.
You have no idea.
It was fun. I had my good times, my bad times. Growing up in my era, it is what it is. You know, like you rob, you steal, you do it all because there's no cameras.
Nothing.
You feel me? So there wasn't no cameras when we were kids.
Just
man.
Running wild, bro.
So listen, dog. Man, I done did some shit. I told somebody I need to make a trend called I seen a lot of shit.
No, for real.
No, seriously. Like, my mind is blown now with the shit I seen. I be tripping off the shit now. Like, damn, did that shit really happen? But yeah, but see, that's just when you're out there in them streets, you see anything.
Everything, yeah.
I'm talking about, man, listen, man. It's been some nights, dog,
And this still in junior high, bro. We was in junior high, bro. I was lame as hell, bro. When I say I was in these different hoods, but I was semi-protected. I don't even know if you know I got a big cousin, Ira.
Yeah.
Ira
hang with my brother now. Yeah. Ira got a brother named Marcus.
Marcus. That's my cousin, bro. So, and then my sister stayed out there, Eleanor. I had kinfolks really out there on Beaufort Highway. So I was semi-protected, but I wasn't really doing
like that. You went out there like that?
Bro, I'm playing basketball and baseball, man, trying to do that.
We out there, bro.
I'm telling you, look, listen.
We was gangbanging, man. We was gangbanging. I got a homeboy named Psycho. William Neely. He in prison now. He would stay on some crazy shit, but man, that man moved over there on Placer Road and everybody GD.
Everybody.
Listen, man, we were 12 now.
Yeah.
Because you remember we broke in the ponds. We hit the pawn shop. Beaufort Highway, just before they had the barriers. We run the cars through that bitch. Remember? Everybody had guns. Everybody had guns when I was 12. We had to hit the pawn shop. We had all the guns. Listen, man. So we run around gangbanging with guns at 12, right? So we gangbanging with guns. We fucking. We get money. Come on, man. Like, My life started very, very early. But one thing I say, my mom in the house, she never knew.
Hey, your
We
mama
kept that
never
shit out the
played that
door.
bullshit, boy. She ain't never been
No,
out
but
that
we kept that
bullshit.
shit outside.
Hey, man, I'm talking about, boy, she'll come around, we'll tighten up, but she
Hey,
do not play. She did not play. She just looked like it. Then when she started talking, I was like, these niggas some full-grown gorillas. When they mama come around, these niggas pipe down, huh?
You have to. You have to. You gotta respect your mom, though. You know, back then, everybody had no daddy.
Facts.
We all grew up without a daddy.
Yep.
I don't know who had a daddy. All my partners outside, we got playing a daddy. Who that is?
Yeah.
Please. Mom, the dad. So we're going to
She
listen to
running
mom.
the show.
You know, mom might have a boyfriend or something like that. But
bro, it's crazy because at 12, your 12 is a lot different from my 12. Because although I was in the midst of everything, I wasn't really, bro, I ain't lose my virginity till I was 17 years old. I was well off into high school. I'm going to tell you something else, and they're going to make me look even lamer, but I be telling my kid, bro, you know, back in the day, we used to watch like the Cosby Show in a different world.
Right.
So I had seen the episode, mind you, man, wasn't on Instagram. You know, I had never really talked to a female on the phone, bro.
What?
So, bro, I'm just being honest right now. We old men now.
Right, yeah, we are.
So I seen the episode where Theo had a girlfriend. Her name was Justine.
I remember that.
So he carried Justine books. Yeah, when they were going to school, and then that was his girlfriend. Yeah, see, but in my mind, I thought if you carry the girl books, y'all automatically go together.
No.
I'm gonna tell you how. Bro, Nisha Malloy.
I remember Onisha tall.
Yeah. She was like a grown lady.
And high school.
Like a grown lady, for real. So
Yeah,
this is the crazy part, bro. I had never had her phone number. We ain't never kissed.
Lord.
We ain't never held hands. But she asked me to carry her books one day. So in my mind, I said, shit, we go together. I'm talking about I didn't put this shit in cement. I'm telling people. Cause in my mind, I'm like, shit, Theo had carried her book. What the fuck you mean? This is a full goddamn relationship. Augustus. Gus like, man.
I remember Gus, that's my boy.
Yeah, Gus, man.
Gus hang with Buggy all the time.
Yeah. Damn, boy, you just brought back some memories. But yeah, man, I ain't know no better. I ain't know no better at all, man. I was just young, then I was around it. And my dad at the time, he was just moving she had got weird with that dope. He was moving from hotel to hotel. From the lodge on Buford to the lodge on Shallerfoot.
Mm-hmm, trapping and shit.
He wasn't trapping, he was smoking, bro. That shit
Lord.
Family it just went crazy. Cause I remember one day we were walking up Buford Highway and we had them blankets that be on the hotel beds. Girl say, I seen you walking up the street with some white people with some blankets. What she didn't know, bro, we just got kicked out the lodge on Buford. We walking to the lodge on Shallerfoot. Then we moving.
Right.
So that's what junior high was looking like for me, bro. Just trying to hold that shit in the road.
Oh man, I was pretty good though.
Yeah.
You know, I did that, but I always made good grades and all that.
Yeah.
School was a blur. School was easy, so you know, I was in the band, all that stuff, man. So
you was in the band.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You was in the band. I remember that, bro.
Middle school and high school.
Yeah, I played the violin. I played the violin.
You might have got in it for the girls or something, man.
Nah, bro. When I was going to Cohen Middle School, I went to Cohen Middle School. Me and Deron Walker. And they were like, y'all can play the flute or the violin. Now we seen the dude who was playing the flute, and it wasn't no term for homosexuals back then, but I was like, I know I ain't playing no flute, child.
Oh man.
But so what was your first introduction to like the gang life?
Been seeing it my whole life.
But
gangs wasn't really out back then though.
It wasn't, bro.
No, it was
especially not with all the different sides.
It just was Crips and G's.
That's it, bro. That's it.
I never heard of a Blood, a Vice Lord, none of that when I was a kid. And I always watch old LA movies where it's Bloods and Crips.
Yeah.
Something like that. But over here, no. So for to come here in like 90, man, it was like crazy. Like, a couple of us got down with it. We got down to middle school. Some of it carried on to high school. You remember? Remember in middle school we were GD.
Yeah.
But then a Crip dude came and made
I'm
us
saying,
all
listen,
flip. Watch this.
Tweeterberg.
Listen, no. John, Drip, E,
Jeremiah.
and me. Yep. Skinny E,
Yeah.
Jeremiah, John, and me.
Yeah.
Remember, all of us was Crips in high school, remember?
Yeah.
We always walk around wearing blue flannel shirts and Cortez.
Yeah.
You remember that? I done lived
I'm
so
gonna
many
tell you
different
a crazy
lifestyles,
story.
man.
I'm gonna tell you a crazy story. So I was real impressionable. Like I told you, when I seen Different World, nigga, I wanted to be a lawyer. Right. When I seen the movie Colors, when they was in the jail cell, bro, and they were throwing up, they had the Bloods on one side and the Crips on the other side. Bro, I thought it was the coolest shit ever. That shit messed me up, bro. So then my homeboy, he was GD, and he had showed me something. Bro, I walk around with a rag. I ain't even know game. I could have got killed. But then I remember Tweeterberg came. Tweeterberg came from California. That nigga West, I ain't gonna even say the name of it, but that nigga was a real Crip from California. Mm-hmm. That nigga came through that bitch, changing shit. And when he changed shit, it got different.
I'm telling you it did, man.
Yeah.
It was wild, bro. I remember a lot from back then. you know, I'll be 47 in July.
Damn, you old.
Not really. But listen, bro, I can remember a lot of shit from back then. Like I remember one of those cell phones. I mean, one day I'm walking through the apartment, there's a dude sitting in the car with a laptop doing some shit. I'm being nosy, I done knock on the window like, what's up? He's like, what's going on? The man in there programmed the phone, putting the 6 months on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Burnouts.
Yeah.
Flip.
That was about
flip
95, 96.
94, something like that.
Yeah.
It's just a flip.
Yep, that's all it was.
That's all. So boom, I give him 300. Bam. Ride that motherfucker 6 months. You feel me? I remember back in those days. I remember when you actually had to pull over. I had a beeper. You really had to pull over, go to the payphone and make a play. No cell phone.
Payphone.
You feel me? No cell phone though.
Yeah.
I go even back when I was young. I used to bust the payphone thing with a hammer. Bust that motherfucker all the quarters out of there, man. Come on, dog. I'm that old. Breaking in payphone. Yeah.
That old, bro. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But the first time I really started breaking the law over there, bro, was at Outlet Square Mall.
Stealing.
Bro, I learned.
You must forgot we all had the street ball Adidas on, man. I might have turned y'all on to them. I wore them to school. Shit, my brother them had been stealing though. My brother them been tearing it up though.
Yeah.
My brother, White Boy JT. I
remember White Boy JT. Hey, you know what? That boy plays baseball.
Yeah,
man. Yeah. I was playing for Midway then. That's
JT always played baseball.
Yeah,
that was my brother's best friend, White Boy JT.
You old as fuck.
So no, I'm just a little brother. That's all. I ain't know. I just had a brother that was out there doing JT, his thing,
bro. That nigga could pitch, bro.
Yeah, he could pitch.
Bro, I was looking around. I was like, bro, all these folks got on new clothes, man. Why they keep getting new clothes, bro? I'm tired of that, but I'm not doing it. I start going to the Outlet Square Mall. I start going to, like you said, Burlington Coat Factory. And then across the street from the Outlet Square Mall was it a Marshalls?
Marshalls, something like that.
It was a Marshalls. So I would go in there after school, bro. I get me a plastic bag. I put that pin around it. It over with.
And go.
Over with.
Listen, man. You gotta realize back then, everybody didn't have a lot of money.
Right.
I'll tell somebody. When I was 12, Oprah wasn't no billionaire. And Will Smith damn near sure wasn't a millionaire.
Exactly.
It just, people were just regular people back then.
Yeah.
And then they evolved. Like as the whole world evolved, they did too. Woo.
Yeah.
So now everybody got money. But I remember black folk were poor, man. Everybody had no money, man. I'm talking about, I remember when all the projects was up and alive.
No.
Capitol Home, Perry Home, Herner Home, you name any home, I done been in all that shit, bro. Like I've actually played and hung out in that shit. Like
in real life.
Did some in it. Yeah, did some in it. Either played as a kid or sold drugs or went fuck with some bras or something. It just, that's how it was when I was younger, you know what I mean? Yeah, everybody just bite.
That'd be an emoji.